Wow, really?
You are now watching Sammy D305.
Hey, what's up everybody? Back today with another video, and in this specific video I'm going to be talking about movies that are OOP. And for any newcomers who don't know what the OOP stands for, that's out of print. It could be from various reasons, from the movie having a limited run, being a special edition that sold out, or just a hard to find version. And the thing with out of print movies is that if a movie goes out of print, you better believe someone's gonna have it on sale somewhere. Sometimes they have it for decent prices, and then sometimes they jack the prices up and they become ridiculous. Like, for example, let's take this. This is the 2000 version, the special collector's edition of Transformers the movie, the DVD. At one point, it had pretty much sold out, and it was kind of hard to find, so the price kind of jacked up. Now, in some places that you search for just this movie, just the old regular DVD version, you can get it used for like under 11, or even cheaper than that. And then brand new, some people sell it for like $30 to $40 just for this, just for the DVD version. And then if a movie is out of print and it comes back into circulation, like say they might do like a second version of it, you can get the movie for cheaper, but the original print run of it, it'll still be high, but the price will drop because you still have another option to get another version of it. For example, another movie that was a good example of that was Monster Squad. This is the DVD version. At one point, the price for this was jacked up ridiculously high. Like, it was to the point where I was like, who's actually going to pay that much for that? Now it's cheaper. It's real cheap now. And while we're talking about Monster Squad, might as well put this one inside the chamber and shoot it. Now, the Blu-ray version. This was the original print run. When that first came out, it didn't cost that much. Honestly, I think it was like 20 or less than 20 to get it. And then, being that they did a limited print run on the 20th anniversary edition, the price on it went up. It doubled, it tripled in some situations, and it was pretty high. But what ended up happening was, after this run went out, they did another run with a different cover to it. So you can still pick up Monster Squad for cheap. The second run version of it, at least. This one, some people sell it for cheap, some people still have the price jacked up pretty high. But if you search hard enough, you can still get it, or just get the anniversary edition. It's cheaper. And another movie that had a limited print run that I didn't even realize, and I ended up getting, I think I paid like, maybe like $2 and some change or less than that, was Robotech, The Shadow Chronicles. I didn't realize how limited the print run is. You can get it used pretty cheap, but brand new, 25 to 40 or more, just for a sealed copy of Robotech, The Shadow Chronicles. Didn't even realize how limited it was. I ended up getting it from Go Hastings on a humbug, because I was like, damn, I was thinking about the Robotech series, and I said, I never saw The Shadow Chronicles. Picked it up, got it for cheap. Funny thing about it, if I want to resell it, I only paid like $2. I can resell it from anywhere like 10 to 20, and somebody would buy it, and that's used. I think that's pretty crazy, but people want what they want. And something else that actually went out of print, I say maybe like a little while ago, and I checked the price on it, I was like, god dang. And that was damn Dogma. I saw this, I think, on Amazon for like 40. And I went and checked and even realized that this had went out of print. But I didn't pay 40 for it, so at least I'm happy about that. And the thing that's so crazy is people out there who really want these particular movies, and if they want them, they have to pay an outrageous price for them. So, Dogma, that's something that went out of print, didn't even realize it. So, put that on the OOP list. And it's just like certain movies, once they go out of print, the price gets ridiculous. For example, I'll start off with this one, Shogun Assassin. I got this for cheap. I got this for less than $20 when it originally came out. Prices fluctuating on this one depending on where you try to get it from. Because I didn't even think this one had went out of print. But some places you search for to get it, the price is jacked up. It's pretty high. So you gotta be careful when searching for that. But the one kick out of all of this, the one damn movie that I did not expect, well, I'm not gonna say movie because it's a series of films, so I'll just say the film collection. And this is still sealed. I haven't even opened it because I have the Shogun Assassin, but the Shogun Assassin is just the American version of it, just edited and cut up. But this is the original, still sealed. That would be Lone Wolf and Cub, the complete 6-film Blu-ray collection. Now the thing about this is, a sealed brand new copy of this goes for ridiculous prices. I've seen it from like $195 to $200 to like $500 to like $600. I'm like, who the hell is gonna pay $600 for Lone Wolf and Cub? But I guess some people do. I think some of the times people just put stuff up on sites for those prices just because they might have like an extra copy and just say, what the hell, maybe somebody will actually damn buy it. You never know. If you're passionate about something, I guess you will. But I would have never thought that this would have reached the prices that it has. And the thing about this is I think it might be getting a re-release to somebody else if somebody else does it. Like say like if I'm not too sure if it's going to be a re-release. I think I might have read there might be a re-release of it. But I think if like Criterion or somebody does like a re-release of this, the price on this will probably go down. It won't be like as outrageous as it originally was, but it'll probably be lower. But like this, when I bought this, I only paid less than 20, if I remember correctly. I paid when this originally came out, and I bought it. The only reason I bought it because I like Lone Wolf and Cub and I like Shogun Assassin. It's essentially the same series, just cut and edited in different ways from each other. Pretty much the same series. And I never would have thought that the price on this would have jumped so damn high. That surprised the hell out of me, but it's out of print. It's out of print. And like I was saying before, like with these out of print movies, depending on what you actually get, will go for example, like this, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This was the new Magno case they came out with, and Best Buy had the exclusive of it. You gotta see a copy of this. It can go for a high price because it was a limited run, especially the 3D one. The regular standard Magno case one, they had a little bit more, but the 3D one, this one that's in front of you right now, that one was a hard one to find. They had a very limited number of those, and like I was saying, it went out of print and the price went up. So these are just a couple examples of movies and when something goes out of print. Like even Criterion titles go out of print. Like sometimes they might do a reprint of them, or sometimes they don't. Or they might do another run of a movie because it might have like a messed up audio or something like that. And the version that might have messed up audio or unlicensed audio, for example, it was what's the animated series? Dragon Ball Z Kai. When that first came out, they had a version of it that had, I guess, some music on it that wasn't licensed anymore. So they did another print run, and the version that doesn't have the licensed music on it is like 2-3 times the regular value that it actually is. And I actually have that one, the one with the unlicensed music on it. It's like, it's crazy stuff that happens when they do these releases that increase the value, being that it might be limited, or it just might be a version that just a lot of people didn't know about and they bought it up, and then later people go looking for it and then price jumps up. But most of the times these companies see when something goes out of print, if they see the value behind it, they usually do another print run. or sometimes you get a limited run like from Twilight Time or something like that. Like a good example would be Christine. Christine came out, Twilight Time did a run of it, and then Sony decided, well, we'll do a run. They did a run. I was actually able to finally be able to pick the movie up and not probably pay a arm and a leg for it in the long run. But what can I tell you? That's the movie life. So if anybody has any comments or questions or any out of print movies that you own that are worth a ridiculous price or worth a ridiculous amount of money now, comment and let me know. And as always with the videos, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you liked it. Either way, I appreciate it. And as always, until next time.